Again in the forest. 3 games in the forest so far. Oh, that's a nice options. I like this little combo. Recycle is really good, obviously. We haven't played Ember yet, this stream, so that's something we could do. Recycle. I think, yeah, Claudia agrees. It's Ember. Ember Heart. We don't even need a source, and we can maybe do cast cave, resupply, depending on what Sokras does. No, resupply Schnapini. Sokras, damn you! Why are you being so harsh on us? Do we just grab gunbots and or weaponry? I don't know. Yeah. Gunbot. Gunbot. We could also just weaponry. And if they go gunbot, we get cast cave or favor current. If they gunbot, we get cast cave. If they don't, we get gunbot anyway, right? I would say so. Or we just take gunbot. Oh, they have the double encyclopedia and magnifying glass, so that's dangerous. That's something that only happens on some occasions, like, what is it, 5% of the time on the highest student rank, so quite rare. I'll also take the cave now. I want all of these for myself. That's not how it works, though. Okay, Claudia says she would go for superior weaponry. Alright, we believe. And I think I will do something interesting here. I will play the block and only attack with 3, hopefully getting 1 damage in anyway, and delay the shuffle and keep my heavy strike, right? Yes. Claudia says, because you don't need too many sources in Hammer. Yeah, I mean, this allows me to maybe not play any sources, right? If I get a second modification. But it means also that, okay, Sokras decided to go, what did he take? Tide generator, alright. So I could still go gunbots. Then I would take a source. Or I just take cast cave. If Sokras gets gunbot and they get, I mean, they don't have such great power generation, but they have resupply. I don't know. I think I take the cave. Let's keep it sourceless for now, making just doing the damages. And the cave, it's great anyway, right? We want the second modification though to enable our superior weaponry. But that's not necessarily the highest priority. I'll just take Sandstorm. We don't have the power yet to pay for extort, so for now I'd rather have Sandstorm, right? Just do the damages. I think so. Damages. So do we use it on ourselves? we have 4 cards that we would discard, and they still have the encyclopedia. I think I use it on Sokras. They can keep that. Unfortunate. Yeah, we have recycle anyway, so yeah. Together with Cursed Cave, that's really good. Okay. Ember Engine, Gunbot. I think we can do Gunbot Ember Engine in this deck. Can we? Should we? Is the other question. Then I would take Gunbot Source. Let's play the new Ember Engine. Even though they might take Extort. I mean, no, well. I don't want, in that scenario, I don't want risk Sokras getting Gunbots. If they get Extort, unfortunate, but such is life. The only thing I would also do is probably use it again on them. Discard his encyclopedia and keep 1 card to get Ember Engine in this shuffle. Yeah, if we get Extort and Slap, we only have Sandstorm, but yeah. We get the power, we get the Gunbot. Yeah, they're generating a lot of value with the magnifying glass, increasing the attack value, increasing it again, dealing 7 damage. Okay. Even though I want Extort, I want the Ember Engine more badly, I'd say. Ember Engine needs the sources, so we pick the sources. And now I'm considering triggering the shuffle, but I will recycle first. Cycle a block. And now maybe we can snipe the encyclopedia again. That's also we don't really have a lot of power, so maybe they can have that, I guess. It's risky. It's risky, but I think they can have it. I'm hoping that they lack the power to use it efficiently. Okay, I'm relieved they didn't take the Extort, but decided to go for Ruby, allowing us to get Extort. I don't even have to rush it. That's also good for us. That's also good for us. But I think Extort is solid. Or is it Birdseye? No. No, it's Extort. We want to hit him discarding some of their cards. Sweat Collector, we don't need. And another source. The thing is, we can use the sources with the Ember Engine to generate attack bonus. So we kind of want at least a source in every hand. 2 sources are fine, even as long as we still have attacks to make use of it. Yeah, Claudia's saying, still remember your seat. Yeah, with seat, you kind of like to attack. But yeah, I mean, you don't have to. I'm a big believer that just because you have this... I mean, the funny thing is with Hammer, you have more attacks in the starting deck, and of course you have easier time hitting. But for example, the passive ability, you trigger it more often if you have less attack, in a way. If you have Only if you have the same attack as they have defense, you get value out of this. And if you have a big attack deck, you maybe always have more than they do and never get value out of that. So that is that. We don't have power yet for... I will still try to snipe the encyclopedia. Like here. Well, at least the damage. Nice, the Ember Engine. This should help with the power generation. Sokras is playing a lot of sources, but he needs it. There's the encyclopedia. And a bunch of sources. But now they can draw a card each turn. They want the power. Ooh, Shadow Step, I guess, right? More important than these. And I think a fourth source is fine. 4, I wouldn't go more than 4, but 4 is fine with Ember Engine. Alright. What do we have here? 50-50. I'll use it on myself. I want to keep that actually. Let's hope we do a damage. We can do 2. Maybe too soon to use that gunbot. Shadow Step is always a must-have Schnappini. Must-have Schnappini. Says Claudia. Yeah, but I mean, they don't have Amethyst, so it's safe in the draft row, and we could take it later. It just sucks if you take it too late and then you die before it comes up. Alright, what now? We don't have to go for the screens. Bird's Eye View is actually nice, but not amazing. We could also just take second Amethyst, something like that. But, I mean, for what? Maybe I mean, these are good cards, right? It's always nice to see their defense. High ground is just great value. Could also keep it like that, deny them a bit. Maybe we can take something away from them. I'll take high ground. Let's just take high ground. Alright, recycle. Whoop. Whoop, whoop. Do we hit? Yes. Yeah, Claudia says Bird's Eye View maybe. Yeah, I was considering that as well. It's 1 power, but it's nice to see what they have in their defense. We can take the Bird's Eye View now anyway, right? Here's the Shadow Step. I think we can... that's a good deck, let's use it on them. We can maybe use the Ember Engine ability now. Get some damage in. Discard the source to increase our attack value by 3. And... okay, it's only 1 damage. He had his big defense. That's why you need Bird's Eye View to avoid that. I like our deck though. I think that's not bad. Shadow Step, what did we bounce? Yeah, 1 card. Power Surge though. More damage, some power drain. Second, Power Surge. Power Surge. let's do power. That's a big attack now with the... I don't want to trigger the shuffle, so I'll use it on them. Again, not a hit. Oof, that's damages. But now we have no defense. At least they don't have tsunami yet, right? So at least we don't have to be scared of that. Nah. Could be close, could be close. It's too late for connections. Shake him's nice, it gets nice. Does he hit us? Usually, I guess. Not always. Maybe if it gets better. And then let's do Shaken. I think they're both fine choices. We'll use the cave on me now. Kind of want the source. Or do I? Yeah. Okay. It's really nice to see what they have. So now we can, for example, we can see that it's a nice opportunity to deal damage. So we play a source, deal some damage, discard a source, and we go. Okay, they go to 3. So I think we should have him next turn. If they don't have us. No, they don't. Nice. The high ground, I didn't think of it. The high ground puts them... doesn't matter because they are dead. So let's just take the artillery. And poof. Nice, nice. Great showcase of the new Ember engine in action. I really like how it plays now. It's a really special feeling.